Hey, this is Jim from DTRSec. This is the 7th video in the Reversing in REnigma series. We will continue analyzing the executable malware recorded earlier in this series. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the process details available in the process analysis. Let's do a quick overview of process details analysis in REnigma. During recording, REnigma captures the full behavior of the execution in a way that can be replayed later. The process analysis table shows the full process tree of all processes that ran during the recording. We covered how this worked in the last video at the high level. In this video, we will drill down into a specific process so you can see more details. These details include the process command line, network activity, file system activity, and registry activity. We will also show you how to download any files that were created during the recording. And we will also briefly demonstrate our web interface for safely viewing created files. Note that this video is an introduction to these process details features. Later, we will make follow-up videos going into more depth on each topic. Now let's take a look at this in the REnigma web interface. First, start on the REnigma homepage. Then we click on the Recordings tab. And then we click on the Expand button for the recording we want to examine. And then we click on the Details button. And now we scroll down to the Process Analysis section. First, let's take a look at the process for the main malware executable file. That is process ID 6252. Let's expand it out now. Now, let's take a look at the command line. This one isn't super exciting since it just runs the exe file with no arguments. Next, we can see that there are 3 subsections for network activity: TCP connections, UDP sessions, and pings. In this case, there are 0 of each for this process. If we expand them out, then we can see that the word none appears under those subsections. We will make a follow-up video to further explore the network process activity. Now, let's take a look at the file system activity. There are 2 subsections for files created during the recording and files opened during the recording. Let's expand the Created Files section. REnigma shows the full path and the size of each created file. We can also see that each created file has a download link if you want to download it. Since this is a file that may contain malware, we put it in a password-protected zip file. This is similar to standard practices by VirusTotal, MalwareBazaar, and other services for safely handling malware. The password for these downloads is always infected in all lowercase. If we click on one of the created files, we can drill down further. Let's expand the bat file that was written by the malware. It is 171 bytes long. This expansion shows metadata for the created file. And if we click on File Viewer, we can see the bytes and characters in that file. we will make follow-up videos further exploring the various process file system details features. Finally, let's take a look at the registry activity of the malware executable process. There are 4 categories for registry keys: created keys, open keys, renamed keys, and deleted keys. And for value keys, we have 2 categories: set value keys and deleted value keys. We will make a follow-up video further exploring the process registry details as well. Since process 6252 did not have any network activity, let's take a quick look at process 1384. Let's expand that process to view its details. The command line shows that it is a fake copy of Office click-to-run.exe dropped in the Python 2.7 directory. If we expand the TCP connections out, we can see that it made 2 connections to the same IP address. Last, let's take a look at process 4808. This is the Windows task scheduler being ran by the malware. This is interesting because it is how the malware maintains persistence. We can examine the command line to see what it is doing. In this case, it runs a fake explorer.exe with the highest privileges during user login. And that's all for now. If you want to learn more about REnigma or are interested in evaluating REnigma, please visit dtrsec.com. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.